Welcome to BizWire. I'm Joseph Nordstrom in Beijing. A North Korean envoy gave Chinese President Xi Jinping a handwritten letter from Kim Jong-un on Friday, and Chinese state media reported that Pyongyang wanted to solve diplomatic issues through dialogue. The visit came on the heels of the release of 16 Chinese fishermen and their boat, which were seized, and shows nervousness in Pyongyang that Beijing is growing impatient with the state's actions and appeared aimed at relieving its benefactors' concern in order to secure vital economic support. China has grown increasingly frustrated with North Korea and in the past week has made more efforts to revive the six-party talks during a visit to Beijing by a personal envoy of Kim Jong-un, the 29-year-old North Korean leader. The envoy, Cho Rong-hae, faced pressure from Chinese officials to resume talks aimed at nuclear disarmament and was quoted by Chinese state media as saying the North was willing to accept the suggestion. Now, that sentiment, though, was never mentioned in the North's state-run coverage of the visit, which is even more tight-lipped than Chinese state media. The six-party talks involving the United States, Japan, Russia, China, and the two Koreas have been on hold for more than 4 years. China remains the strongest backer of the talks, but many analysts say that North Korea will never accept denuclearization, the aim of the talks. Previous sessions helped the North secure energy assistance and food aid in exchange for disarmament pledges, which were then ignored. Since the talks first began in 2003, the North has tested 3 underground nuclear weapons, built at least 1 new uranium enrichment facility, and declared nuclear technology a fundamental state goal. This year, Pyongyang enshrined nuclear weapons development into law at a parliament meeting and set economic and nuclear progress as its 2 other top policy goals. Economic development is another area in which China is also upset about the lack of progress. China would like to see economic reforms from their longtime ally, whose relationship used to be described as close as teeth and lips, and is frustrated that the DPRK hasn't followed the Chinese model to lift its people out of abject poverty. Analysts say Pyongyang could be expressing interest in six-party talks as a way to smooth relations with China, which recently backed a new round of UN sanctions against the North. Chinese state-run banks earlier this month also cut off dealings with North Korea's primary foreign exchange bank and froze several accounts. Xi's demand to reopen talks comes just 2 weeks before he is scheduled to meet with U.S. President Barack Obama at Sunnylands in California, where what to do about North Korea will surely be on the agenda. China's state-run media outlet Xinhua reported that in another meeting, Chinese General Fan Changlong told the envoy that recent tensions have jeopardized the peace and stability of the peninsula. China places a high value on stability both in its domestic as well as its foreign affairs. Analysts were skeptical that North Korea was about to change course and said the envoy's references to dialogue were targeted at easing concerns in Beijing about Pyongyang's provocative behavior in order to win continued aid, oil, and other backing from China. The envoy came after North Korea released 16 fishermen held for more than 2 weeks. North Korea has seized Chinese fishing vessels on more than 1 occasion this year, most recently on May 5th, further straining relations. Chinese media Jinhua Times reported that typically in these cases it is the fishermen themselves who pay the ransom before being set free. Microblogging websites like Weibo, similar to Twitter, are censored heavily in China, but do show the growing dissatisfaction with the official support given to North Korea. And while it's unlikely Beijing will sharply change tack due to public opinion, the microblogging phenomenon does give interesting insights into what future direction policies could go. You're watching BizWire on the Blue Ocean Network. Stay tuned and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more in economic insight.